disabled are some of the most vulnerable groups in the Maasai pastoral community in Kenya, as they need special care. In many homes with children and adults living with disability, these vulnerable groups have poor personal hygiene or sanitation. Mobility is worsened by poor infrastructure, high cases of sensory, that's visual and hearing impairment, and neglect. Individuals with disabilities in these areas also lack proper health and rehabilitation services, education and employment opportunities, and are highly discriminated against in society due to meager resources. Disability cases are exacerbated by high levels of poverty, lack of rural electrification adversely affecting domestic lighting, lack of well-designed facilities that are compatible with the needs of the disabled, and misunderstanding by the community. It is against this background that WEMA Trust has been working with partners such as Osiligi Active Disabled Network to help people living with disability in the Maasai community in Kenya. In supporting these groups, a unique approach of defining disability was mooted to empower the disabled, creating a receptive society to understand their needs.
Working closely to identify this talent among the people living with disability in the Maasai community in Kenya. So our main challenges is that we don't have equipment.
Towards this end, activities conducted include screening and assessment to ascertain the needs of the affected, creating fora where children living with disability or different types of disability meet to share their challenges and also have fun, establishing of special units in schools to encourage parents to take the affected children to school, visiting affected families for advice and encouragement on case management to the affected. In extreme cases, giving assistance in terms of facilities, donation, and mobility aids to the affected people. WEMA is working to ensure children with disability are guaranteed access to education in a manner conducive to the child achieving the fullest possible social integration and individual development.
We have identified several cases which we want to put under home care. And under home care, we have to train parents and volunteers in the community so that they can be able to handle their cases.
In spite of human rights laws that empower people with disability, disabled people still remain a heavily marginalized group in society, and WEMA plans to set up a disability rehabilitation resource center that will help address the plight of people living with disability.
We have already identified so many children who need a lot of care, and we want to construct a center that will take care of these children to ease the burden of parents, and they can get good facilities in the center.
WEMA Trust would like to see people living with disability access clean and user-friendly toilets that can be available in the remotest part of the rural communities.
We are doing a campaign also with WEMA and Osiligi to make sure we are advocating for these things to be accessible to people living with disability. And even the toilets, they are not accessible at all. If you are in a wheelchair in Kenya or in a community, it's not favorable for you. So we really have a challenge in Kenya, especially in the Maasai community.
To reach more disabled groups in rural community, WEMA Trust also needs a mobile van equipped to handle the different challenges of the disabled in society.
My wish is to see disabled children or people having good education, example going to schools, good sanitation. Example of sanitation is having friendly toilets and bathrooms, and good housing where the houses are compatible to their disability.
It is out of this desire to deliver these needs that WEMA Trust seeks to partner with willing donors to help fund these activities.
Ni